Hello and welcome back to Literally Anything, the podcast where we talk about literally anything. I'm Sammy, and this beautiful lady next to me is Lizzie. First and foremost, people, I would like to apologize for being gone again. We took a break the week before, and then this last week, my dog had puppies, and my mother needed moral support. So I texted Lizzie at like 8 o'clock at night. Hey, I can't record today. My dog's having puppies. But I'm back now. I'm back at school, if you couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell.
No, of course not. And you didn't know, right? You had no idea I was leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Today's going to be a fun podcast. Lizzie, do you want to start us off with White Boy of the Month?
Ooh, okay. Well, our white boy of the month was my white boy of the month. And then he changed, and now he's back. And it's
Yes.
Mr. Josh Huckleton, otherwise known as Hutcherson.
Huckleton. Josh
Huckleton.
Huckleton. Yes, we all, us and a friend, we rewrought. I'm a little rusty. We rewatched all of the original Hunger Games because our friend had never seen them before. And I really wanted to see PETA again. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm down. So we did. We did a marathon the day before New Year's Eve. We stayed up till 5 a.m. because we watched all of them in a row. And then we watched edits of Josh Hutcherson. Fan edits of Josh Hutcherson on Instagram. It was a very successful night. When people ask me, oh, what did you do over break? That's what I did over break.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when I was dog sitting, they give me privilege to their TV.
Yeah.
And so I turned it on. It was on Hunger Games. Immediately was like holding up my camera waiting for PETA to
Girly. Was it the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, Slay. That's the
They were
best
doing
one.
it in order. And then when I came back in the afternoon, there was the second one. And I was there with my camera like
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Josh Hutcherson really is a fine piece of art. He is art.
He's gonna be in a new movie too.
He is. I think we both had the same white boy of the month this month of January. Wow. New year, people. New year, same me, because I'm not changing. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Ooh, getting back into painting. That's one I'm already doing. So
Slay.
yeah.
Yes.
I was painting for a long time and then I got into digital art and it was so much easier.
Right.
It was so much easier just to grab your iPad and a pen and just not have to worry about mixing colors and stuff. But there's something about physically painting something, you know? So that was mine.
I'd say same, but I can't draw to save my life. Like, if someone held my parents at gunpoint and said she has to draw this, they're gonna die. Because I'm gonna try and draw it and it's gonna look like a blob. And she knows I'm not joking because I really am that bad. I could try my hardest and it looked demonic. Do you remember? Oh my God. Do you remember for the play Caught in the Web?
Dina.
So I was out with a friend and he was talking about coloring or drawing. He used to do it a lot or something. And I was like, oh, I couldn't do that at all. And I showed him a picture of the thing. And I forgot how scary she looked. Bro. Looks satanic. I'm not even joking.
And then for the background, they hung it up and you pointed, you're like, oh my God, Justina.
And it was right in the front too. It wasn't hidden at all. This teacher put it where everyone could see it. And then people asked me why I hated that place so much. Ew, who drew that? I did. I cannot draw to save my life. I will. I have some strong like characteristics. Drawing is not one of them. I wish it could be. I wish I could be that kid that can just doodle in class. No. No. Song of the week. We're adding a new segment, folks. We got White Boy of the Month, life updates, and Song of the Week.
Yes.
So, do you want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
My song of the week is Feather.
By Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, it's so good. Actually, I
She's
started listening.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
So I started listening to the album today. Actually, I listened to the album twice. You know, like the FWD version where there was like 3 extra songs.
Oh.
And I really like Feather. It's really cool.
Honestly,
I don't know. I like that song.
It's such a bop. I have 2 songs because I can't pick between these 2. It's called Whoa. I Haunt Your Dreams by Hey Nothing and Nicotine Stains by Second Thoughts.
Okay, well the first one is basically Cynthia Chad.
Yeah.
I Haunt Your Dreams.
It's a really good song. I love that band, Hey Nothing. If you want a really good indie band, Hey Nothing is a good place to start. And Backseat Lovers.
I would say sing it to me, but we would get copyrighted, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. I forget YouTube has laws and rules you have to abide by. Do you have any life updates, Lizzie? Anything new going on? Anything you're looking forward to besides graduation?
Well, speaking of graduation, actually no, not speaking of graduation, speaking of college, I'm really leaning towards HCU because
I'm trying to be excited. Do you want me happy or sad?
Well, and also HCU has been doing a lot for us, like helping us a lot. And it would feel wrong to just say, yeah, later.
Well, that's great. I'm excited for you. Let's see. I got a callback audition for the acting program here at Texas State. It's next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. Very scared. We'll see what happens with that. It's on campus, so I have to go to the theater center. But I also have to do a tour of the campus. I'm like, I already going here. Do I have to? I've already seen everything. Or enough of stuff. Oh, I almost got hit by a car yesterday.
Fun.
I was walking to my second class of the day, and I'm going on the crosswalk. I'm going. It says I can go, so I started walking, and then here comes this car turning the corner and doesn't stop until they're like that far away from me. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I stopped because I was like, "Do you want me to wait for you to go?" And she's like, "No, go, go, go," and like all scared. I was like, "Why did she go?" And I look, and on the light it said yield on green. This lady saw green and was like, "Whoa." So that scared me yesterday. I almost died.
I love this video. Almost died.
Oh. Yes, I almost died yesterday, but it's fine. Hopefully my parents don't see this because I did not tell them. They're gonna make me come home. But yeah, those are our life updates. Almost died, is deciding on college. What more do you need to know? Now to the fun part of today's podcast. Lizzie, take it away.
We are going to read old Wattpad fan fictions. Who are we starting off with? Harry. There's some pretty wild Harry stuff.
We found something a while ago.
Hold on. Do we do Harry or do we do One Direction?
We need to find that One Direction where it's like they sold their kid for drug money or something.
There was one where he was being chased around in a forest or
Oh,
something, and I don't know. It was confusing.
oh, this feels so wrong looking up.
Okay,
Harry
it is.
Styles. Ew.
Oh wait, the covers are gonna be really
Do I need a screen record?
bad. No.
Okay, just checking. Because I don't want to.
What the heck? This one is called Hairstyles, 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 Hairstyles.
This one's called Dust Bones and it has 26.5 million reads.
Ooh, let's wait, type it in. Dust.
Oh, it's mature though. Damn it.
Oh, we can use different words. Oh, does it have him in a yeah, that's it, actually. It's 68 parts.
Yeah, 12 hours and 21 minutes. I could do it.
Oh, it's complete. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some. Actually, it's been a few good. It's been a good year, but there are some good Wattpad stories out there that aren't this.
It takes a long time to find them though, because
Yeah.
a lot of them are written by 12, 13, 14-year-olds for 12, 13, 14-year-olds. And we
There
are
was
out
one.
of we're out of
Sorry.
the demographic now. So it's
Yeah.
like, this sucks.
There was one though that made me sob a few times. And oh my gosh, wait, this has a cast list.
It does
And
not.
Nicolas Cage is
Ew, why? I bet it's his
um
father.
Bradley Cooper. Okay. Um
Ew, they updated Wattpad. Now it doesn't go dark mode anymore.
oh,
I'm actually gonna have a freak out. That's terrible.
oh my gosh, there are so many. Bro, the comments on Wattpad is so funny sometimes.
They are.
Wait, I want to see what people thought about this cast list. Hold on.
Swifty_Wonderland said, "You guys, there's an apartment not far from me
I
that
just
has
saw
Nicolas
that.
Cage flags hanging off the balcony, and they've been there for 8 years, and they replace them every couple of years."
Wait, hold on. This one, FTDD. Oh my gosh, there's so many letters. Whatever. Said this man kidnapped me in a nightmare, so now I refuse to look, hear, or think about Nicolas Cage. He terrifies me.
That's insane. But I love that you can comment on stories,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
and then you can read other people's opinions about the characters. It's best.
Especially when they make jokes in like the most unserious places.
Like someone just died, and they're like, "Oh, slay, good for her." Who's Chloe Moritz?
I think I know her face. I think she was in the Fifth Wave. I think that's the only movie I can think of. I don't know. She's famous, but like I can't remember. I don't know what movie she's in.
Are you ready for the first paragraph?
Sure.
I wondered what my life would be like if my father wasn't the man he was. Des
Typical.
Despite his occupation, I'm completely devoted to loving him like his daughter. Whoa. I'm completely devoted to loving him like his daughter that I am. Grammar.
That doesn't sound right.
I know. My younger sister Paige has other plans, however. Ooh. I'm sorry.
She's not like the other girls.
She's different. She rarely leaves home, threatened by the little things of the world. The smallest of things affect her, wrong effect, in much greater ways. And I've always feared that she would become distant from us.
Big like One Direction fan.
So, ew, I just skipped down a little bit. The hot Mexican air
Ew.
became distant as I entered the air-conditioned house.
Wait, I just want to put a quick disclaimer right now. I'm a writer, so seeing bad grammar is kind of painful.
And I recently found out I know how to write a good paper. So now I know the differences between stuff, and that whole first paragraph gave me the ick. So we found our story. Are you good with this one, or do we want to find a new one?
Yeah, we can do this one.
Okay. Do you want to read something?
You want to do like a page and then I do a page, or?
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. And I have always feared.
Oh, sorry, I
What?
just read part of it. Just keep reading, keep
Okay.
reading.
And at any point, stop me and say something.
Yeah.
As I shut the door of my car, I immediately knew the exact number of rifles aimed at me, and the barrel of pistols awaited for me. 64. Oh. The semicolon.
No.
The semicolon. And the barrel of pistols awaited for me. Semicolon. 64. I'm gonna. Okay. The men in front of.
So
It is really bad. The men in front relaxed their tense shoulders once they saw who I was. I made my way towards them, letting them lead me to where my father was. Good afternoon, Miss Gates. One of the men that I knew as Gator greeted me. Someone ran out of names. Gator. He scuffed a little, a playfulness in the presence of displeasure. It's the polite thing to do. Wait, did I miss something? I missed
I
a
think
whole
he did.
paragraph.
I was very confused.
Take that out. Take that out. Back it up. Back it up. One of the men that I knew as Gator greeted me. I laughed softly, letting my hand rest on his shoulder. Ooh.
Are they
Ooh.
flirting?
Just because my dad said you should always greet me doesn't mean you have to. He scoffed a little, a playfulness in the presence of displeasure. It's the polite thing to do. The hot Mexican air became distant as I entered the air-conditioned house. Dad had a thing for hot or tropical areas. He always bought luxurious mansions everywhere he went and loved. That's not a complete sentence. I sighed deeply to myself, knowing that the reason I'm here is not because he wanted to say hi or see how I was doing, but because he wanted me to go somewhere. I'm constantly relocated to places because of his caution with my safety. I wouldn't blame him, however. I'm glad he still is concerned for my well-being. It wasn't a surprise as I entered the house. Period. Everything was according to the way my father desired. The furniture was a dark, almost black wood. Walls were flawlessly coated in a deep crimson color. Every room was spacious and had hallways leading to other various rooms. Wait, this is actually good. I can actually imagine this. I wasn't fascinated by his choice of beautiful decor or the way the marble floors glistened because they were scrubbed until they were immaculate. He's a man for perfected things, and he doesn't do mistakes. Dad was drinking tea by the windows, which I'm sure were bulletproof. His graying brown hair was slicked back. His bright green eyes is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
His bright green eyes stared ahead as he conversed with a tall male that stood with his eyes glaring into the window, standing with perfected posture. Mr. Gates, your daughter is here, Gator informed him, turning around and leaving us to business. He put down his teacup, standing with a sigh as he looked up at me. He only glanced at my attire. My shorts weren't necessarily appropriate to him, and I knew because he immediately shook his head. He insisted they were too short, but I wore them anyway because I actually quite liked them. Oh my God. I wore a simple white tank top, an unbuttoned pink and white plaid shirt over it. The plaid shirt was rolled up on my sleeves, and I wore nude heels that were the wedge type, my golden hair down onto my shoulders. This is so 2010s. Bro, I'm gonna get the ick again. Um, Nevertheless, he gave me a smile. You look more grown every time I see you. Come here and give your father a hug. I smiled at him, wrapping my arms around him tightly. It is no mystery that I've missed him. I don't understand how Paige does it. But my father has always been the only person I've ever loved so deeply and so truthfully. He is the reason I attended school and exceeded because I want to show him I'm worthy. Hey, Dad, I whispered to him as we pulled away. Come, let's sit down. He urged us to sit on the sofa he had just been sitting on. He offered me some tea and I refused out of wanting to get to the point. You know I didn't call you here to chat. My hands collapsed together on my lap, keeping my legs tightly closed as I inhaled deeply. I figured, this is just dragging on. Oh my God, get to the point. Oh my
What page are you
God.
on?
I'm still on the first page.
What page are you on?
I'm still on the first page.
Oh. What?
It's freaking long, bro.
Oh.
She's still going.
Oh, you're not on the swipe version?
The swipe swipe. What does that
The
mean?
one where you just like swipe it instead of scrolling?
I just scroll.
Oh.
This is so long. We might
Because I
have to
was
find
wondering why
another
you're
one.
reading a bunch of pages.
I'm not. It's just so
Oh.
long.
Okay. Okay. Now, you know I worry about your safety. I thought it was her talking. And lately there have been occurring things I'm very familiar with. And I'm just asking that you bear with me when I say you'll be staying in Texas. Well, that's a good thing because we already live there. For quite some time, he explained firmly. Again, relocating and going to a new high school all over again. I'm tired of the same old situation. New friends, new buildings to explore and get lost in, new teachers, new classes to become familiar with. I'm not one to enjoy traveling anymore because of the many times I have traveled, but there
Oh,
was no complaining.
that was awful.
If there was something my father hated more than flaws in the system, it was complaining. I have no choice but to agree, nodding my head slowly. He seemed pleased. I wasn't complaining. Hey, do you think he doesn't like complaining?
No, I think he loves it.
Then again, I never did. Paige was the one who would constantly scream at him over the phone because she's so much like not like the other girls.
No, she's like so different, you wouldn't even
Mhm.
understand.
um, wishing she had a regular life rather than this one. I can't relate to her, but I take things in much differently than she does. Wait, so you're okay with being gunned down all the time? All right.
I guess so. I
Yeah.
mean, slay,
Um,
why not?
your sister is safely in Texas already, and she is waiting for your arrival. He want to go with us. He'd stay here and travel halfway around the world to plan out how he'll get out whatever has happened. I always trusted him. He knew what he was doing, but that didn't mean I would. Rarely worried. Okay, so he's gonna die. Oh. Okay.
No! See, oh, yep. See, I told you, I already know what kind of story this is.
Harry here will be in charge of you. Now, you listen to everything he says. Like, is he a bodyguard now? What happened to his singing career?
I
Um,
know.
no
I
matter.
think this is a
Wait,
mafia
he's a
book.
bodyguard going to Texas.
Hold on.
Like that.
I'm pretty sure this is a mafia book. So Harry's in the mafia,
Yeah.
and her father is a part of the mafia.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
Harry, he'll be in charge of you. Now, you listen to everything he says, no matter how ridiculous. You must, you must do what he says. He's my best right-hand man, and the only one willing to risk his life to protect you, Dad explained to me firmly as his eyes traveled to the tall man standing near the window.
He was watching them the whole time. Oh, that's so.
Wait a minute.
Give me the ick.
Floating body
Lady
parts.
boner gone. What?
Do you know what floating body parts is? Okay,
What's that?
so when they say their eyes traveled, that makes people think that their eyes left their sockets and then went over. It's supposed to be gaze. Because when you say like, oh, their eyes moved
Oh.
across the room, then you're thinking about eyeballs moving around the room, like
So
actually.
my gaze
Yeah.
traveled to the top. Okay, now I know. Thank you.
Oh no.
You want?
Do you want to read this next part?
Okay. I should not have read forward. I gotta do this with a straight face. Hold on. Okay. It's not even that bad. The words my father said became a blur as I studied the man whose name was Harry. His legs were long. Oh no, I got it, bro. I got it. No, I got it. I'm so glad my roommate's not here, bro. His legs were long and they added to his lean figure. He was dressed in all black, black button-up, black tight jeans, and black
Ew.
dressing shoes. My father had everyone dressed that way. Even in the line of duty, he expects perfection. The button was rolled up on his elbow, revealing swirls of black ink on his lightly tanning skin. Ooh. Grammar. It wasn't completely covered, but I'm sure it was a sleeve of tattoos. His chin was raised, bright green eyes soaking in the features of my face. He seemed uninterested, though. He never removed his eyes from me. What? That, like, contradicts what you just said.
Wait, what? Sorry, why am I imagining you making like a Giga Chad face at her? Boo.
Exactly. Ew.
Hmm?
Ew.
Oh no.
Ew. No, I got it. Though he never removed his eyes from me. His plump, pink, heart-shaped lips were never curved in a smirk nor in a frown. The black lip ring on his bottom lip added to his dark appearance. Bro, what? He had a strongly defined jaw, perfectly framing his face. I swooned at the sight of his eyebrow piercing. Girly, he's goth.
We all know, you know when he went through that goth phase?
I'm in love with an emo girl.
You know when he got the scene haircut and got a bunch of piercings? You know that thing that actually happened. You know that.
Does it look like I knew that? I need to see a picture. Hold on. What year
Oh
was
God,
that?
I was joking.
You suck. I wanted to see a picture.
You really think he got a scene haircut and a bunch of piercings?
Well, I don't know.
Black eyeliner.
I wasn't there for every face he had. Anyway, I swooned at the sight of his eyebrow piercing. Kind of sounds like a red flag to me. He was stolid, serious, and seemingly relaxed. His total silence made me question if he was living, since not even the rising and falling of his chest proved his existence.
What?
He's a vampire. Hazelnut brown curls were pushed back from his face, a messy look that made him seem much more attractive. Insanely beautifully pale green eyes stared at me with no emotion, while my own blue ones battled to find some type of reaction. You already said that like a whole 2 paragraphs ago. Anyway, Catalina, my father snapped, obviously angered my attention was taken away from him by the stranger who's supposed to protect me with his own life. I averted my eyes from Harry, frowning slightly as I looked back to my father. Everything he does is to protect you. He is only meant for that reason. And when you're safe, he will come back here. He already knows his jobs and won't be fooled by your tendencies to get off track. I narrowed my eyes, prepared to defend myself. Ew. I don't need him to protect me. He's a stranger to me. I'm not fully prepared to trust him.
Wait, hold on. The way she was like eyeing him down and like flirting with him with her eyes, and then seconds later she's like, I don't need him. I can protect myself.
Exactly. He stood up from his seat, his knees cracking. I don't care what you think. You're 17 and you're under my care. Oh, wait, this is the guy. You're 17 and you're under my care. I don't want to hear anything else. Tonight,
Why did they add his knees cracking?
Because he stood up from his seat.
An important detail? Like, are we gonna find out he has to get new knees or something?
Who knows? He breaks his knees. I don't want to hear anything else. Tonight you'll begin to drive north of Mexico up to Texas. It's a road trip. Oh my God. At the border, there are men waiting for you both. You'll be crossing the border in 3 days' time. He instructed harshly. When you arrive, I want a call from you and your sister. Needless to say, I was angry. I can't even fly in a plane because whoever he is in debt to will be able to track me down faster. I have to be in a car with a complete stranger who looks like death in a form of a handsome male. Dad began to walk away as Harry leaned off the windows and glanced outside. What? I watched him as he began to walk away as well, not even saying a word to me. Even his footsteps were silent. He's a ghost. Harry's a ghost, confirmed. Well, that was a good first chapter. This was written in 2014. I'm gonna read all of this tonight. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's amazing. Honestly.
Since I read like 2 paragraphs.
You should have stopped me. Yeah, read the next one.
Okay. Chapter 2. I bent over my trunk in the moonlight, pulling out my luggage that I had brought with me, as he usually instructs to bring luggage with me in case of emergency, while I grumble to myself beneath my breath. Wow. I'm annoyed, yes, but more upset that I'm leaving Mexico behind.
What?
The sweet hot Mexico air.
Dude, that grammar. That was a hard thing to look at. I almost had a seizure, bro. That was tough.
I'm actually fun. What? Oh, hold on. I read that completely wrong. It was actually fun. Living in the rich hills and the hot weather, the pool with friends every day, sitting under the stars. I've lived in amazing places, but they never last. Some of my favorite places were luxurious, and others were quiet and small. But as long as I felt secured, there was no problem. My luggage quickly became heavy. Oh, I didn't know what's gonna happen. My luggage quickly became heavy for me, stumbling over them and falling on my butt to concrete. Ow! I mumble, now highly irritated, huffing and standing up on my feet once again. There was a faint ache in my booty now. So I think, oh my gosh, why?
Don't just skip it. Don't read that.
Ew, oh my gosh, he's just watching her. That's creepy. When I turned around, a dark figure was standing 3 feet away from me. See a shadow? I gasped, eyes going wide. Before I let my eye vision focus on smirking Harry. There was barely a smirk to begin with, but I could see it in the curve in the corner of his mouth.
What? Wait, hold on. That did not sentence in my brain. Hold on. Oh, that hurts. Okay, keep going.
He must have been watching me the entire time. Didn't offer to help. Didn't even ask if I was okay. Silently, he stood there staring at my face like the creepy man he is.
Oh my God.
I kept thinking, why my father thinks this guy is such a help to him. Bitter and still slightly stunned, I remarked, "What are you smirking at?" I thought he was going to speak. Finally, after an entire day of silent protecting, he'd show up behind the bathroom door as I showered.
Wait,
sit
what?
On the what?
Wait, what?
Oh.
Jump scare. Hold on.
Creepy. I don't think we should give this guy a gun or anything.
Hold on, I'm confused. Wait.
Oh, maybe she's like being out the past 3 days.
It's already been the past 3 days?
Like few days, I mean. I don't know. So behind the bathroom door as I showered.
I gotta read the comment. I could
Sit on the couch playing with a pocket knife as I drank tea and stand against the wall behind me as I made paper airplanes. He even watched. He even watched. What?
Wait.
He even watched studied. Wait, he even watched study while he played with his lip ring.
I
I think
don't
it's watch
understand.
study.
Wait. He even watched me in the study? I don't know.
Or
Go ahead.
whenever I moved, he'd sit up to follow me. The only thing I allowed myself to do was to roll my eyes and hope these 3 days go by quickly.
I'm so confused. She does not
Same.
know how to time her days because I'm like, what is going on?
Groaning and rolling my eyes, I picked up my suitcase and walked towards the black truck with as anticipated him following behind me. I turned around, frowning and pure annoyance too. Harry stopped dead in his tracks. I thought he was already stopped, but
I
okay.
know.
Watching me with his boring gaze. Yes, I'm glad he's trying to protect me, but there's no need to protect me from paper planes or hot tea. Well, you're in the mafia, so
Exactly.
this. Can't you stop following me? I shrieked. I want to see what
Ew.
the comments are.
Ew.
Shrieked. Side eye. Side eye.
Be for
So many
real.
people are talking about the shrieking.
Someone said don't.
Maybe say that's his job.
Girl, chill. He's not even doing anything. I'd give away my arm for him to follow me. Whoa. He just wants you to autograph his face.
There's no need to shriek, babe. Somebody said, why did I read Shrek instead of shrieked?
Someone said, girl, be grateful.
He didn't react. He was almost emotionless. Every time I told him to go away, he'd stay in his place. Sorry, I love how he's nothing like how he is in real life in this. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't do anything. He's just a
Maybe
mannequin.
maybe that's a good thing.
He stayed in his place. I'd tell him to scatter, and he'd only smirk slyly. Or whenever I cursed at him, he's he stared with his jaw clenched. The only the only emotions he showed were negative ones. And I was really getting tired of it. He was so sexy, yes. Ew. But he showed little to no emotion with an unbearable silence. It drove me insane. Oh, Lordy. Uh, Harry stood with his arms crossed, glancing at the back of the truck. He then took a few steps, opened it, and grabbed the suitcase. Carelessly, he flung them into the trunk and shut it forcefully. I squealed and took a step back at the sound, overwhelmed by the force he used to close it.
Oh my
Another
God.
thing, another
Grow
thing
up.
is highly abrupt, did things out of nowhere.
Dude, be for real. That did not scare you. Are you kidding me? She's in the mafia and a trunk closing scared her.
Maybe she's like had a traumatic experience where Nicolas Cage got shot in the knees and she's traumatized from it. So now every time like she hears loud noises, she thinks about Nicolas Cage getting shot in the knees. Who
But
knows?
still,
You never know what somebody's going through.
be for real. Womp womp.
Do you want to continue on?
Oh, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, earlier today when he played with his pocket knife and I was drinking tea with a book before me, he threw the pocket knife in the air. As it soared, I screamed and it landed in the walls about 5 inches near my head. I swear I think he's trying to kill me rather than protect me. The fact that he would the fact that he had good aim was so hmm. The fact that he had good aim was so hot too. I'm having mixed emotions. I don't like his personality, but his looks are so. This was a 12-year-old. This was a 12-year-old. I like his personality, but his looks are so delicious. Be for real. Seriously, there's 1.9 thousand comments on this one.
I glanced at them.
There was this is where the phrase "what counts is in the inside" comes in. She didn't even get the quote right. You had one job. Oh man. Whoa. Fragile things were in there, Harry. I scolded him after a few seconds following him as he walked inside. It took me a few seconds to fall into place with his steps. He had long legs that allowed him to take big strides and walk quite fast. As for me, I was in wedges, and I'm a bit tall, but nothing compared to Harry. Oh my God, it's me. And when y'all walk too fast, this is what it feels like. You're walking in heels trying to keep up with someone. You think I'm lying? I'm not. We were inside as he walked in silence, and I was compelled to get him to apologize to me. All you have to do is apologize for it. That's what a real man would do. She's so for real for that. Good for her.
Bye.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was so cringe. I'm sorry. For the first time, I heard him scoff. He turned the corner and opened a door, and I hurried behind him since we both couldn't go through the door. Once I did, I regretted it. Well, not entirely. You read.
No more. Okay. But Andre Harry reached the button on his button up, pulling it off over his shoulder and disposing of his shirt. All I could see were the muscles in the back. What? In his back contract. Oh my gosh, contracting to every one of his moves. It's too detailed. The tattoos reaching from his shoulders to the back of his neck. He has tattoos on the back of his neck. Okay. Um, the smooth, lightly tanned skin. There was what? There was
Smooth,
untouched.
yeah.
Huh?
The smooth, lightly tanned skin. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, no, that's confusing.
I think
The
it's
smooth,
supposed to
lightly
be
tanned
that.
skin. There was untouched by ink. Needle. By an ink?
I think it's supposed to be the smooth, lightly tanned skin where there was. Oh, wait, hold on. Dang, she really botched that. The slight, the smooth, lightly tanned skin where it was untouched by an ink needle left flawless skin in view. That's what it should say. This is what it says. The smooth, lightly tanned skin there was untouched by an ink needle, leaving flawless skin in view. That hurts.
Wait, stop. Wait, so the first comment on this it says, "Bro, I am so confused."
Us too, babe. Us too. No, I
Um,
get it. I get it.
I gulped, eyes winding before me. Oh my gosh, he's getting changed in his own room. That's crazy. Before he turned around, I tried to make a run for it, but my feet were glued to the door. The
What?
door?
How is it glued to the
Is she
door?
on the door?
You mean the floor? Keep reading. I'm not reading it. You gotta read it.
Um,
Ew, ew,
mm,
ew, ew.
mm. Okay, well, her feet's glued to the door. That's normal. He glanced over at me before removing the necklace he had on around his neck. Okay.
Where else would it be?
What? He had two swallows on his hard chest. Okay. But that was about it. Birds. Okay, I was very confused.
Oh,
Um, but that was about it. His arms were beautiful, toned, and inked with gorgeous flames of swirls of shapes and of such. And I yay.
Skip.
Anyway.
Mom, Dad, click off,
Something from the
please.
butterfly just flew away.
All of our friends, click off now.
Oh wait. No, because she didn't even bring up the butterfly tattoo. Everybody's talking about the butterfly tattoo.
Wait.
I huffed, rolling my eyes. He thinks he can just not talk to me? We'll see about that. I thought she didn't want to talk to him, but okay.
Exactly.
Eventually, he will need to use his words. As I sat down in the living room, in the living area, I thought to myself, maybe he was mute. What if he doesn't speak? And I've been getting mad at him all this time for something he can't control. I mean, today, I'm the butthole. But here's the case. But here,
Where are
here,
you?
but that's the case. But I doubt he's mute. My father would have told me. 10 minutes passed, and I heard talking behind me. He's not mute. I turned a bit while sitting on the couch, seeing Harry and my father mumbling about her father's there, mumbling about things. When I saw Harry's lips move, I smirked, an eyebrow raised on my face. I had to strain my ears to hear, but I couldn't. What? They were all the way down the hall. I couldn't possibly hear what they were saying. Although I could hear the deep tones of each of their voices. They were silent as they approached me. Sorry, I don't know why I imagine them like strutting.
Do you want me to read?
No, sorry. When she says that they approached her, I don't know why, but I imagine them like
Strutting.
Models.
I would pay to see that. I want to see this be a movie. I'd watch it. Do you think that's a good stopping point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because we've been filming for a little bit. Wow. What a story. I will be reading that tonight. It's Friday night. I don't have class tomorrow. So instead of partying, I will be finishing this fan fiction and writing an essay on it.
You know, instead of going to the watch party for my class, I'm just gonna stay here and read whatever that was.
Exactly, because this is way better than anything y'all are watching.
Well, that wraps up our podcast episode for this week. Follow us on Instagram. We're at literally anything the podcast. Subscribe if you're not already. Like this video if you haven't already. And don't get too spooked before next week.
Exactly. Slay.
We love ya. We're praying for ya. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.